What is up, guys, gals, and minions? It is me, Noir Proxy, and as you can see here, we are going to be bringing you some more Evolve gameplay today, and I am so uberly excited to share it with you. Now, as you know, I have been so excited for Evolve to come out. I have been waiting for this game, because originally I was a little bit unsure about it. I thought it's going to be one of those games like Titanfall, where there's going to be barely any gameplay, but the concept's going to be really cool. But what I've ended up doing is proving me wrong, proving all of us wrong, and showing us this mass amount of content, all this stuff awaiting us on launch in February. So what have we got? We've got a main campaign. We've actually got a tug of war campaign in the story, not some kind of random standard multiplayer stuff with a little tagline saying campaign on it. We have an actual campaign with an actual story where the characters get plot development, which is awesome, which is cool because these characters are actually really intriguing and have all these different personalities and don't feel stereotypical. Well, okay, maybe like the Russian Markov is a little bit stereotypical, and maybe Hyde's a little bit stereotypical. Okay, maybe there's some slight stereotypes, but at the same time, they've made these stereotypes quite cool, and I'm kind of liking that. And at the same time, with the content that they're providing, there's so much variety, all these different game modes, all these different characters, all these different play styles, and there's all, of course, all of these different monsters. Oh my goodness, have you seen the Wraith? It is so badass. You may notice that we are playing as Hyde. Now, Hyde is one character that I was lusting to play as, because he's well, let me just start this again. He's British. That's the main thing. He is a sheer proper Londoner, and that is something that I really like. If there's one thing that I love about British stereotypes is how aggressive, how, just, you know, that whole, like, if you come at me, bro, I'm gonna slap you in the nugget. So it's one of those kind of characters, and that's cool. I kind of like that, and so I was just really looking forward to this character. I love Gatling guns, I love flamethrowers, and this dude has everything. He has the Gatling gun for long-ranged assault. He then has the flamethrower for close quarters Pwnage, and then finally has toxic grenades for those moments where the monster might hide on a cliff and think they're safe so they can evolve and all that shizzle. And as you can see here, we actually come up to the monster who thinks he can evolve out in the open. What a silly doodah! So I get my toxic grenade out, chuck it at it, and what's going to actually do is do slow but deadly chip damage. And then I can also use my flamethrower to add on to that. So one thing that's really cool about Hyde is able to do this slight progressive chip damage unlike the other characters. You may have noticed with things like Markov where he had the mines, but then they had like the Tesla cannon. So he has the Tesla cannon, but those mines, the monster might not even walk on those. But with the toxic grenade, there's like a, what would you say, there's like an assured bit of damage that you're able to do on this monster. That means he's going to be stuck in that cloud, he's going to get a little bit of damage. It might be to his shield, it might be to his health, but at least you know you're actually helping the team, taking that damage onto that monster, and then working towards hunting it once and for all. Now, at the same time, we've also seen that there's different playstyles of how you use these characters and such. And so with, let's say, Markov, it was really good to use maybe Val, or, I don't know, you could actually, you may have noticed as well that I like to work with the support classes too, and so having the whole airstrike thing drop on top of me while using the personal shield. Because remember that when you use the personal shield, you actually have moments of invulnerability, so if you can lure that monster into the airstrikes, you're going to get so much damage potential. You've probably seen the damage that we have been able to do with the airstrikes. Oh, it's just deadly, it's horrible, it's disgusting, it's slightly arousing at the same time though, but it's good. I just clapped my hands in excitement there. We are doing really well at hunting down this monster. You can see that I'm using a combination of my flamethrower mounted arm cannon, also my toxic grenades, and then my Gatling gun. Remember that I do have to let these weapons recharge over time, but again, Hyde is all about progressive damage. It means that you can use that toxic grenade to leave that smoke cloud in the area and then do that damage while the monster's running around trying to take you all down. But then at the same time, you can also use that flamethrower which leaves burning hot napalm on its flesh and does even more chip damage. He's all about the chip damage. Now, one thing I noticed while playing the alpha is that, I don't know, maybe the Gatling gun's just a little bit weak, but that's maybe because he's so powerful in close combat. You can't have this whole, like, immense, you know, like, tankish, at the exact same time, DPS output. It's just, it's not possible. It's just really unbalanced. So maybe that's kind of me just assuming way too much. Maybe it's good that they've done that, because the Gatling gun doesn't have, like, massively long accuracy. If you've ever seen, like, a Gatling gun in the movies, in other video games, it's not incredibly accurate. It's more of a spread shot weapon. It's about mowing down people right in front of you, and so it's quite useful there. It's really useful against the surrounding creatures. It's also really good against the monster, and so, I mean, as long as it's, you know, that's the good thing. I appreciate that they balanced it while not making you feel uberly powerful, but at the exact same time, giving you that sense of contribution to your team by feeling powerful when you're working together with them. Thus with the airstrikes, by using your personal shield, or putting the toxic grenade down, and having with that monster just thrashing around trying to take somebody down, but breathing in all that toxic fart. It smells beautiful. It's like aloe vera. I don't actually think it's like that. Well, if aloe vera kills you, then maybe, but still, we're actually really hurting it, which is the main thing here. So, I mean, at least we're not fighting a Kraken. So, when I actually originally played the live stream version of Evolve, remember I did loads of live streaming footage for Evolve, I only got to have one go as Hyde, and that was at the last live stream video. And so, what I was able to do is, after doing the live stream, I was able to give a little bit more of a go of a Hyde, because remember, I was wanting to play this character so much, I was playing this game to death, trying to play, you know, getting as much gameplay as possible as all the different characters, all the different monsters, and, you know, just trying to get as much content in there for you. But at the exact same time, I was working patiently towards getting Hyde, and he is just such a badass. I cannot wait to actually unlock this guy in the future, in the full game. Now, the monster is trying to escape us here. He does actually have some of that shield left. He does have some health too, so he could potentially take us down if we slip up. But thanks to my toxic grenade, just look at that damage just over time with the help of my friends, but also my Gatling gun. Now, where I was trying to do there was actually trying to climb up while using the analog stick to aim, and it wasn't working out for me. I was actually shooting the wall. Not very good, I know, I'm sorry, I suck. But again, look, the monster's actually been cornered, and that toxic grenade is just putting that slow potential damage on the monster, and it's just, oh, it's just deadly. Because remember, every little helps, as Tesco's likes to say. And we've also locked in the shield now, so it can't escape. So if we can keep all of our teammates alive, that's going to be so useful, so helpful towards us, especially if we can actually get our support to drop another airstrike and finish this monster off once and for all. I would say that the airstrike can take around 2 squares of health off, yeah, easily 2 squares of health off, but it looks like it's all about the Hyde today. The monster is trying to do as much damage as possible. It is not working out for him though. I mean, I've got a little bit of health left, but at the exact same time, I'm dropping those toxic grenades down, just doing that chip damage. As I said, work on the chip damage minions. It is so deadly. Just dropping them down, putting all those puff of clouds, and he is down for the count, but I'm not done with him. I'm going to cheddar cheese him to death with my Gatling gun. Minions, that was some awesome gameplay. What did you think? Comment section below, let me know what has been your favourite character so far, your favourite monster. Remember, they've revealed so much, which we'll talk about in the future, but either way, it's been me, Noir Proxy, showing you some more Evolve on the Xbox One, and I will see you all next time. Ciao.